Hey, everybody. Hey, Steph, how are you? Welcome to this just kind of impromptu show. I had to reschedule the show with Kayla, but it's great to see you. We'll be doing hers on Monday, so look forward to that. She just had too much going on, sick family, that kind of thing. But just wanted to hop on for a little bit anyways and offer to pull some cards. Full moon in Gemini. It's kind of interesting. What has your experience been so far today? I saw you had some really interesting UFO activity. Hey, Malika, how are you today? Yeah, I'm rescheduling the show with Kayla for Monday, but still wanted to jump on for a minute, and we'll still be doing the show tonight with Q. Q the Depth. I think I could say that letter. We'll find out. Oh, it's great, Malika. I know it's the full moon's been hard for some. I was having a really rough time on like this last weekend. Um, so how have you all been affected? Are you guys like energy wise? Malika says it's slowing down. That's good. And I'm still relatively new at this, but we'll be happy to offer card pulls if anyone's interested. I've got two choices. I have Ancestor Spirits and Sacred Rebels. So if you would like, please feel free to request whichever piques your interest. That's great. Let's see. Yeah, Steph, I bet you are. I know it's late for you, so thank you so much for hopping on. Malika, I'm glad you're feeling good. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, Keith, welcome. How are you doing today? All right, the second one. I forget. I think that was Sacred Rebels, right? Malika? I'm working on that goldfish memory, so. All right. Asking spirits, source, the creator of all, source of all love and lights, what message would you like to have come through from Malika today? All right. And Steph, we'll get to you. And then we'll get to you, Keith. Sounds great. Okay. All right, Malika. This one popped out for you. Let's see. Faith in the process. Just make sure you can see that. Oh, there we go. Sorry. All righty. So let's look that one up real quick. Two. And while I'm doing that, Steph, did you have some encounters earlier? Some sightings? All right, so here we go. Faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That's because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation, according to this, take what resonates, where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does it suggest you're not strong enough. It's a sign that there's something far bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan. And as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the process and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance. Through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender and total faith that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing. Then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what it is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom. For I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move through you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. Yeah. So beautiful message, beautiful message. I'm gonna keep going, but thank you for asking, Malika. And let's see. So we have Ava, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And oh wow, they're showing up briefly, but very slight. Yeah, that was the sighting I had just last week. Steph, I had two, and they were brief, but at the same time, very, very like just incredible, mind blowing. Like you question your existence for that moment when that's happening. Oh, hey Tanya, thank you so much for joining, and thank you. I'm sorry we interrupted, but thank you so much for being here. And yeah, that's okay, Malika. I'm just glad you were able to join. And let's see. Yeah, that was yours, Malika. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do. I think Steph asked as well. Steph, you said to go ahead and let me pick, so I will go ahead. Steph, I'm going to go with Ancestor Spirit for you. Let's see what comes up. Asking Source, the creator of all, asking the universe, what message do the ancestors have for Steph today? Let's see. Here we go. All right. Notice the signs. So the spirals. I can't remember the names of them at the moment, but here we go. A distinct Celtic, okay, notice the signs, investigate symbols and nature spirits. A distinct Celtic culture originated in Central Europe around 1200 BCE. The Celts gradually expanded their presence throughout Western Europe, arriving in the British Isles from 500 BCE. While customs varied, the tribes shared language and a core set of beliefs. The Celts were animists who thought everything in the natural world had its own spirit. They believed they could communicate with these nature spirits, and in turn that the spirits spoke to them through the signs. Knowledge of these signs was passed down through song, story, art, and poetry. The Celts believed everything came in threes, such as the past, present, future, the earth, sky, and the ocean, and the three phases of human life. Thus, many Celtic symbols feature a trinity. The triskelion, the triple spiral, represents the movement from past to present to future, or from birth to death and rebirth. The ancestors speak. It is no coincidence that you have drawn this card today. Your spirit guides and past loved ones are trying to help you and want to get your attention. They will send a sign or a message 3 times, so as you pay attention, make a note of any symbols or coincidences. You might find 3 coins, meet 3 people with the same name, or be visited by 3 crows. As you get to know what each sign means, your spirit guides will continue to use them to get messages through to you. The divinatory meaning says, this card is a sign that the universe hears your wishes and prayers. Look for the signs the universe is sending to help you make a decision. Be honest about how you feel about a situation because you need to be 100% certain of what you are choosing. Do not feel pressured or rushed by anyone. Take your time to weigh up all the pros and cons. Once you have all the information, you'll be able to make a strong and confident choice. So let me know if that resonates for you, Steph. And we'll go ahead and do one for Keith. And Keith, I think you said Sacred Rebels as well. Is that right? Yeah, you did. Okay. So, and hey, Ocean, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So grateful to see all of you today. I know for some of us, we're just kind of recovering with the full moon energy right now. So be kind to yourselves today. You know, it's easy to, I think, it's easy to get caught up in 3D worldly matters because, you know, the whole world's affected by the stuff that goes on. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves to rise above and stay present, stay in that oneness. No, Tanya, you didn't. We just had to reschedule because she's dealing with, there's a lot of illness in her family that she's working through. So we're rescheduling with her for tomorrow or for Monday at the same time, 4:30 Central. So I just wanted to at least hop on for a few minutes to pull some cards since I had already, you know, set this time up and didn't want to offer nothing for everyone. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I didn't want to let you all down, basically. So, oh, that's fantastic stuff. Yeah, mine are as well. It sounds like we both have a lot of Celtic ancestry. And there's just such a, like, I've been to Ireland and I can't even begin to tell you the incredible connection I felt to the land there when I was there. I really hope to go back. All right, so asking Creator, source of all love and light, asking what message would you like to have come through for Keith today? There we go. All right, Keith. This is an intense one, but a good one. Visions of life beyond death. Give me 1 second, I have the card up again. Okay. This is something I've been talking a lot about on my channel lately, and wait until the next one. Let's see. All right. Visions of life beyond death. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You're becoming blessed with the ability to truly see what's real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence at all. What was once dismissed as irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. As mundane as something once appeared, it could not be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is sacred terrain, beyond logic, convention, and that which is limited in any way. The more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed or to be lost or die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you've been wondering about your life path or whether you should take action on a project, or you need inspiration to really move out of a slump you've fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You'll receive your vision. You'll be graced with a way out of the stagnancy. You'll be able to see things differently. And more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass, and you'll be left with clear insight. The stories you've been feeding yourself, or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore more freeing. It will be worth the shock, surprise, or the moment of embarrassment when you realize you've been operating under a false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. Those moments will pass, and they are not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a smaller view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. There might be a moment when your ego feels a bit dented, but sure enough, that too will pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you're concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path, and it seems there's nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother with eyes not only in the back of her head, but in every living cell of life itself. She misses nothing, and the truth of her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. The oracle is also asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see the situation of concern now. In shifting how you look at things, the energy in what is beheld changes. You can see this with people. When you shame and judge someone, they react differently to when they are loved and encouraged. This may succeed nonetheless, but the journey to that success will be different. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find our way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you choose to be in the world. The healing process below will help you accept and anchor this developing gift. All right, so I'm going to read out this healing process. You can follow along if you want to, if this resonates. I'm going to do it slowly. So it says, say aloud, I now release any fear I have associated with seeing truth, with seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or with my inner vision, opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time, especially where it is based in the fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love. So be it. And then it says to close your eyes. Imagine love pouring down from the universe straight into your head, reaching behind your eyes gently, and feeling so calming, soothing, and comforting. When you feel fulfilled from this presence of universal love, simply open your eyes And realize you can breathe or exhale any excess energy that you've held on to and let it go. And you have moved through and finished your healing process. All right. So that was quite intense. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. And let's see. Okay. Oh, Malika, you're asking what the last oracle was. That was from Ancestor Spirits. And let's see. Yeah, Keith, I know what you mean, living in two worlds. Absolutely. Sometimes it feels that way, doesn't it? I'm really glad that was healing. Yeah, you're so welcome. Would anyone else like me to pull a card? I can do one more, I think, at the moment. But anyone else who would like, please feel free to reach out. And if I don't get you this time, I'll make sure to spend some time next time for you. I'm so glad that was healing, Keith. It's awesome. Yeah, sending lots of healing to Kayla. And yeah, you're welcome, Tanya. I was like, I set this time aside. I don't want people to be left hanging. So, you know, but I'm so grateful you all showed up. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Tanya. What would you prefer, Sacred Rebels or Ancestor Spirits? I hope you could see that. I have the YouTube window up. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. Whichever one resonates with you more at the moment. Yeah. Any preference, Tanya? Sacred Rebel or Ancestor Spirit? Or should I just, so one, should I just go with one? Let's see. And Keith, yeah, you can. You can find me, let's see. So, okay. All right, Tanya, Sacred Rebels. You got it. And I think you guys can just find me, if you just want to like contact me, you can just find me on Telegram as Justin. I have the same profile picture. So, all right, let's do it. Sacred Rebels, creator of all, God, Goddess, Source, asking, what message do you want to have come through for Tanya this evening? Let's find it. Okay. I swear I shuffled these. Tanya, you also got faith in the process, like Malika. It's an important reminder for all of us. But I'm going to read it again. So let's see. Okay, so here we go. Faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At those times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we're at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it might seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That's because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You may be in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It's a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You may need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what's happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress throughout your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the process and the events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You'll be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance, through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender and total faith that we become the most empowered. When we're no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing. Then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself, the creator of all. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf, and it will. You'll need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they're a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move through you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. And let's see. I think that I missed this before because there's also a healing process for this card. So Malika, I apologize, but this applies to you as well, and to anyone else that this resonates with. So I'm going to read it out. I'm going to do it slowly. If you want, you can follow along after me and repeat it if it resonates. Okay. Say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy, or that faith is silly or immature, be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now through unconditional love. So be it. So it is. And then it says, you have completed your healing process. If needed, repeat the above prayer each day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out, whether you feel in control or not. In fact, it can do so more easily when you don't. So, yeah, I hope that resonates. Thank you all so much once again for being here. Look forward to tonight at 10 Central. If you're up, I know that's late, but if you're up and if you feel so inclined, I'll be hosting Cue the Depth. We'll be talking about his work with decoding and his other spiritual gifts. He's also a reader of sorts, and it'll be a lot of fun. And then next Monday at 4:30 Central, we'll be reconnecting with Kayla and get to do a show with her. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that card. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Sending you all lots of love, peace, and let's remember to let that connection to the creator of all flow through us and influence all that we do and all of the actions and the love that we show to others. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Ocean. And thank you, Steph. Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk again soon. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Malika, and thank you, Ava, for being here too. It was fantastic. So yeah, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will reconnect again soon. Take care. Namaste.